Hi, welcome to the Unemployed Cooking Show. My name is Tom and I'll be your host today. I like to cook, be creative, and I'm unemployed. Today, we're going to be cooking Mexican-inspired fajitas. They're inspired because we can't afford all the ingredients and we don't want to die of malnutrition. Let's get started! You're unemployed and hungry. You need to get a job. You're one step away from homeless. You just need to buy a dog. So let's go on this adventure and make some simple food. Don't spend all your money on takeaways or you'll be one broke ass dude. The Unemployment Cooking Show with Tom. Please read my CV. Thank you very much. So, we're going to make some simple Mexican food that's not going to break the bank because we're going to need rolling tobacco for later. So first things first, I want you to go down to your nearest German supermarket and buy the following ingredients. Chicken breast. Classic microwave rice, microwavable. Lettuce, tomato, onions. Plain yogurt. Mint sauce. Fajita spices. Fajitas. So, this is roughly going to take an hour to cook, but in the meantime, you've got nothing else to do, so maybe you can look for some jobs or something. First of all, we're going to turn the oven on to gas mark 4 and get it nice and warm for our breasts. So now what we want to do is get our chicken breasts. So as you can see, we've got them here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a fork to chop them because, well, I don't want to get salmonella again, especially if I'm going down the job centre later. So we're going to cut them into 3 equal chunks. Like I said, use that fork, stops your hands getting sticky. So cut them. So now we've chopped up the chicken breasts, what we want to do is make sure they're all in this lovely glass dish over here. And what we're going to do is going to get some olive oil. Now, you might be lucky and have some of this in the cupboard, sitting at the back festering somewhere. So yeah, we're going to get this, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a cap just like this, and per breast we're just going to tip it on there, nice and lovely. There we go. Not too much because we don't want to get fat now, do we? Because then we won't be able to leave the house. Okay, so get the fork now and just mix all that olive oil up. Ah, sounds familiar for something I was doing last night, but let's not worry about that at the moment. Our hands are clean. So let's keep mixing that up, get that olive oil covered in the breasts. There we go. So now our breast is covered in olive oil. What we're going to do now is get some of the Mexican spices, as you can see here in this lovely teacup, and we're going to sprinkle it all over the breast to get it nice and marinated. Now, if you can afford the separate ingredients for the Mexican spices, this probably isn't the show for you, but thanks for watching anyway. So, as you can see, we're just going to lightly sprinkle that all over it. Get the whole packet in there, just to make sure. There we go. So now it's covered, we're going to get this fork and we're going to stir things up again. So stir it in, nice and lovely. It doesn't look good yet, but it will. Trust me, it will. I've tried this before. So once that looks similar to this, what we want to do is pick up the chicken, make sure it's covered nicely, and then marinate for 10 minutes in the fridge. While you're waiting, you can think about all your crushed hopes and dreams. So we've let our chicken marinate for 10 minutes, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab it back out of the fridge. Ooh, I'll go that. We're just going to pop that there for a moment. So what we're going to need to do now is look in an old drawer to find some skewers from that barbecue we had 10 years ago. So let's just, yeah, see, there we go. There's always some lying around. And what we're actually going to do now is build somewhat of a sturdy chicken bridge, and you'll see that over here now. So what I want you to do is get one of your skewers and get the biggest chunk of breast you can. Oh, some big breasts. And just pop that through the middle, and keep doing that with all the pieces of chicken until the sturdy chicken bridge is created. Okay, so now as we can see, I've made like a, well, as I said, like a nice chicken bridge. It's pretty big, as we can see here. So now what we want to do is basically get one of our old rusty oven trays that we found in the cupboard and just place that securely over there, and then voila, we have our chicken bridge. So now what we want to do is take our chicken breast over to the oven. We want to pop it probably on a mid to low shelf for about an hour. Now what we need to do is cook it on a low gas mark so it ensures the breast cooks all the way through and doesn't dry out. So that's why we do it on the lower gas mark for about an hour. And yeah, in that hour you can do many things. Watch the food cook. Do some unproductive exercise. Or get the rest of the meal prepared. Or have an anxiety nap. What we want to do is prepare the rest of our meal. So first of all, we've got our salad. We've got a bit of lettuce, bit of onion, bit of tomato, forget about it. So what I want you to do is go back into that cupboard and see if you can find anything else that's festering, like this old Aldi sea salt and old Aldi black pepper. So it's fairly simple what we do now. We just give it a light seasoning. There we go, lovely. Bit of salt as well. And then we just mix it all up with our hands. Proper get in there, get nice and dirty. And, well, not dirty because we're trying to be hygienic, aren't we? And then once that's done, you know, we've tossed the salad. We want to make sure it's all in the bowl. We want to put it in the fridge, just so the flies don't get it really. And yeah, now we've done that. So we've got the salad in the fridge chilling out. So now what we want to do is make our sauce. So what we want to do is get a mug, probably one that you got your dad for Father's Day, or you know, that crappy Secret Santa gift from years and years ago. And you just want to set it up nicely and get your yogurt. So we're using 0% fat Greek style, not because we're watching our fat intake, just purely because it was the cheapest. And we're going to get 3 tablespoons of that in there. So 1, 2, 3. Lovely. It's very gloopy, reminds me of something. So then what we're going to do is get our cheap mint sauce as well. 46p, can't say fairer than that. Crack that open, and then we're just going to put about the same in. So 3 tablespoons, 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to mix it up. Now, it's not exactly rocket science. If you can't do this, there's probably bigger issues in your life. That's it, get it nice and mixed up. And that's done, lovely. And what we're going to do is we're going to bang that in the fridge as well. Perfect. Thank you for joining me at the microwave. So now the chicken breast is nearly cooked, what we want to do is start to prepare the rice, because we're going to need some carbohydrates for job applications later. So it's a fairly simple process. What we want to do is just tear the packet here, and then just, make sure it's nice and loose. And then we're going to pop it in the microwave as so. Just like that. On a medium heat for roughly 2 minutes. And then we're just going to wait. So the rice is done, should be nice and piping hot now. Let's see. Yeah, there we go, nice and steamy. So now what we're going to do is prepare the rest of the fajita. So what we're going to do now is start and prepare the fajita. Don't worry about the washing up, social services will deal with that later. Okay, so first things first, what we want to do is get that microwave rice, and we just want to get a couple of tablespoons in there. Make sure it's in date and there's no maggots in there. I've been fooled before. So yeah, about 3 tablespoons, there we go. And just place it nicely. Okay. Then what we want to do is get our salad and toss it up a bit. There we go. Just sprinkle a bit on there like that. Make sure you get the onions in and a bit of tomato. Perfect. And then the next stage is getting the mint yogurt and then just spreading that over there. Lovely. Okay, just a couple of tablespoons again. And as you can see, our fajita is starting to take shape. So next thing, we want to get that chicken out of the oven and carve that bitch up. And there we have it, our lovely chicken bridge. What we want to do now we've taken it out of the oven is make sure that it's cooked all the way through. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this out. There we go, we're just going to pop that there, just like that. Look at that, that's beautiful. And we're going to stand this up nice and tall, and we're going to carve it like a kebab owner. So what we want to do is just start cutting down the breast meat just like that. Yeah, that's it. Get messy, why not? We're having fun. And as you can see, we can see that it's nice and cooked in the middle, and that should be delightful. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to carve it up. We're going to live out that kebab fantasy, like I say, and and then we're going to, you know, get this wrapped. Okay, so I've carved the chicken up now, and I've put it all in this bowl. So basically, we've got loads of it, and you know, we don't know when we're going to get paid next, so we can save some for the rest of the week. It's fairly simple now. So what we do, we just place it on the wrap. There we go, lovely. Just stack it up. There we go. Now remember, this is something you'll come to learn, not just about the wrap, but in life, that less is more. That's what I told all my ex-girlfriends anyway. But you know, don't overstuff it, because less is more. So we're going to wrap it nice and simple. Actually, let's put a bit more yogurt on it, just so it pops. Bit of yogurt. There we go. Drizzle it on. And voila. Let's season it as well, actually. So now it's seasoned and it's got the yogurty goodness in. We're just going to wrap it and hey presto, wrap. And there we have it, Mexican inspired fajitas. They're kind of a bit Greek inspired as well, because we've got yogurt in it, and obviously we more or less made a kebab. I mean, it probably would have been easier to get one of those Mexican starter kit things, you know, like the Aldo Paso ones. But we're cooking and we're being creative and we're having fun. So that's it. This is the wrap. As you can see, it's lovely. It tastes good. Yeah. Thank you for watching the Unemployed Cooking Show. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the recipe and it didn't completely suck the life out of you. If you've got any jobs you need doing, please contact me. I'll do anything, literally anything. But yeah, thank you. Enjoy the food, be creative, don't be unemployed. Cheers. You're unemployed and hungry. You need to get a job. You're one step away from homeless. You just need to buy a dog. adventure and make some simple food. Don't spend all your money on takeaways, or you'll be one broke ass dude. The Unemployment Cooking Show with Tom. Please read my CV. Thank you very much.